I think it's time to see some cats. Get everybody their stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's cast.
Hey. You should have had the camera on earlier. I should have had the camera on earlier. Yep. I should have. Because Khan was laying down by the grass and he was being really cute. And I was going to go and start the camera with Fred. And then Khan bounced up and was snuffly and did cute stuff. Yeah. Yep, ducky. There's a truck behind me. Water truck. You say a water truck. Hi, Fred. It is 72 degrees out right now. Fahrenheit. 72 American. Which is about 22 Celsius. It's delightful. It's delightful out right now. Hello, all you big cat lovers out there. It's me, Derek, again. Welcome to another super duper fantastic episode of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. Hi. Hello. Let's go see some kitty cats. He did the thing. Oh. I didn't think this was in the cards. Didn't think it was in the cards. You know, that'd be, if you pulled out a deck of cards, and then from that deck of cards, a ham sandwich fell out. That would be a very appropriate usage of that phrase. I didn't think it would be in the cards. Yeah? Oh, you look at you. You got to come over to a little bit more of a shady spot. Oh, are you scratching on your ear? You got an itchy ear. Very nice. We finally had a quote cool front pushed through yesterday afternoon because it's been hot. That summer stuff just won't go away. Yes, we're talking about weather. Yes. But it's been, we're in the latter part of September and it's been pushing hundreds, pushing triple digits. Uncomfortable. He's gonna roll in the grass. Calling it. Bless you. Or he's just gonna rev his peats? He's just gonna rev his peats. Okay. Nope. We got it. It was delayed, but we got there. All the way. Come on. Nadel, you can do it. Nadel, you can do it. All right. I think it was 96, 97 yesterday and the day before. And it's so stupid because I'm seeing trees. They're changing colors. So it's fall is here. And then you walk outside and it's oh no. It's still very much sweaty summer feeling. Hi. Hello. Doesn't help that we are in the middle of a a solar maximum cycle, and a La Nina, which in this region can make things a little bit drier. And with that dryness comes actually an increase in overall temperatures. Then people might be like, well, how come it always feels hotter whenever it's more humid? But like, that's the clicker. Think about what you just said. It feels hotter. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's actually going to translate to overall large scale, statistically elevated temperatures. There's different physics at work. A lot of times ambient moisture can act as an insulator of sorts, even though it's not the most comfortable thing to be in. Hello, look it. Let's see if I can get That's alright. That's alright. It's like an album cover of some sort. Hi, Sugar Pie. Hi, Sugar Pies. Pies of sugar. Yeah. Hello, Firebug. Hello, Firebug. How are you? How are you? Good girl. She's a good girl. She's a good girl. Heidi and I are gonna go and be we're gonna go be city folk today. So I'm wearing the, you know, like non-compound clothes, which that's always a treat. Where are you going? Firebug? What? Why are you... Firebug, you seem like you're confused. You seem lost. You seem like you have questions. She has questions. She spends a lot of time on 4chan. Well. Good girl. She's a good girl. She's a good girl. All right. So I got to make my way down to see Slade, who's obviously starving for some real, you know, like company and connection. Which he just hasn't been getting from, you know, the current personnel. She's not taking the bait. She's trying to lock up Princess. Are you trying to lock up Princess?
Yeah, I know she's not gonna get up.
You know that she's not gonna get up? How do you know that she's not gonna get up? Have you talked? Have you met her? I have met her. I've met her a couple of times. Joe, seriously, we're trying to lock up cats right now. Get out of here. Prin, no, Prin, no. We need you to come lock up. Prin, we need you to come over here and get inside the lockdown, please. I know it feels really, really great outside, but there's also work that needs to be done. Jessica's got a checklist. She's got to-dos. Watching you be cute, roll around in the morning sunlight. While it's enjoyable, it's not part of the to-do list. Jessica, I've done everything I could.
Thanks. You did a good job.
Thanks. We've got Munch from a rare angle. Munch from a rare angle. Oh my gosh. This is one of the, this is a collector's edition Munch. Wow. Yeah, you know that the one to rock and one to stock people, they're definitely gonna want to get their hands on, you know, the platform bush munch. Whole different type of thing. The completionists will be very pleased when this hits the shelves. Do we have any collectors? Joe, I collect sky screams. Screaming at the sky. That's what I collect. Instances. Old man yells at the clouds. Hey. Oh my gosh. Who would have ever expected? Who would have ever expected? But do we have any collectors? In the viewing audience? I'd like to know about what you collect. Hopefully it's not creepy. Like, I collect toenails. Different types. Different peoples. This is Marilyn Monroe's toenail. This is Ulysses S. Grant's toenail. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What's happening over here? Kiki. Even you're feeling all sorts of sweet and good. Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome. I love it. Good girl. Good girl. Oh my gosh, you're too much. You're too much. I love it. I am here for it. I am a stan. I don't really collect stuff. Never really been a collector. I think that there's times that when I was a kid where maybe I try, I think that this is something that I might be into, so let's just try to aggregate. And I didn't know what, and it's I didn't, and then I realized I don't even care. I don't care about whatever the thing is, and I'm not displaying any of the things. I'm trying to even think. There was I mean, of course, you have your action figure collection when you're a kid, but I used those. I played with them until I systematically burned them. During that critical kind of 11, 12-year-old kind of phase, that I don't need toys no more. I am aged and wise. But yeah, no. Me and my buddy Levi, we basically amassed, and this is over the course of a summer, we amassed all of our toys, and it's every few days we'd make a fire in my backyard, and then we would just go through the process of just melting and burning, and we were having such a fun time. It was great. It was a type of destruction which boys at that age are wont to do. It's part of healthy upbringing and growing up. But yeah, went through all of them. Just destroyed all of my Ninja Turtles. And I had G.I. Joes and different Spawn toys and stuff like that, kind of sprinkled into the mix. And maybe only like 1 or 2 made it through. Hi. 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 I know that I went through like, I remember even thinking, I went through a few years thinking like, oh man, you know, I probably had some like really good kind of like collectible type stuff. But then I get even older and I'm like, you've never been a collector of anything. Like, though you don't do that. So like, who cares? And just enjoy the memories. Just enjoy the memories of your adolescent pyromania as you metaphorically and symbolically torched your youth. This is a really important part of the maturing process, of getting older, of ascending into adulthood. You leave the toys behind. Okay, Senor Boomer, who would not lock up yesterday, and he was very particular. He was very opinionated when it came to people's proximity to a horse head that he had, and then he decided to put it in his pool, which is great, really awesome. So now the water is all like pink and chunky. So gotta empty that out. Thanks, Boomer. Okay, there is one thing, and this is, don't make fun of me, because this is actually true. There's one thing I've like actually considered, stepping my toes into the collection pool for, possibly like, you know, once I enter into, hi Slato Potato, hi Mr. Potato Head. Possibly like as a post-retirement hobby of sorts, but high quality Christmas village sets. When I say high quality, I mean like mint stuff. Probably not like quite Victorian era, but you know, maybe the and I'm not talking about stuff that was made back then. I'm talking about things that were made in modern times, but portray, you know, like Christmassy villages, maybe from like the late 1800s or the early 1900s. Maybe kind of, because they have different kind of like styles and aesthetics, like, oh, Christmas in the 50s type stuff. Like, let's go down to the malt shop and there's Christmas lights on it. That's kind of nice. There's a company that makes like really, really high quality ones. It's like, what is it, Department 56? Isn't that what it is? I think, maybe. It's like department number something. I don't know. I'd be able to Google it. But like those are like the ones that I've gone on their site like a few times. I'm like, I don't know, kind of, maybe. That would be something that I would actually consider, because I remember like being like as a kid, like anytime I'd go into a store, I'd see those little Christmas villages. I'd be like, oh my gosh, this is really, and I would just kind of sit there and watch it. I'm like, I just liked how things were constructed, and it was just nice. It was a nice. It seems like a nice thing to have, like in your house, like around that Christmas time. And it's not. It's like the display of it is like part of like the collective aesthetic of it. You're supposed to take it out of the box. Like, I like the idea of like, oh, it's a collection thing that is also utilitarian. Like, you use it. That'd be so super. Like, no, keep it. You're gonna keep it cherry. No, I want to use it. Use it and use it and use it, and then throw it in the garbage after I've used it a bunch of times. Ain't going in my will. No one can have it. But around Christmas time, I'll go into a store And this is as an adult. And if I see a Christmas village and it's like really well put together, like you're damn Skippy, I'm stopping. I'm looking at that thing for a while. For a while. And then I've realized like there's actually like groups. There's groups of people who like get together and like showcase their, you know, they talk about Christmas villages. I don't think I'd get into that much. That seems a little bit too much. That's a little bit like, okay, we're getting into, I don't want to be a Joe, all right? Because I want to be a cool collector. I want to be a nerd collector. And then people might look at that and then they're just like, well, Derek, wouldn't you just be like one of those guys who does, like one of those grown men who does like model trains? And I'm like, no, okay, that's like for babies. Like, okay, these are Christmas villages. This is way different. This is way cooler. But I've gone into places. I've gone into stores where they actually did have some really high-end like Christmas villages for sale, and then they had like a separate room where they had like a bunch of different, again, it's like Christmas like in like 50s Christmas in like 1905, and then Christmas in the 1940s, and they had like these different sets, and they were high, and like the way that they was in the store, and they had like running water on some of them and all this stuff, and I was just walking around being like, this is amazing. I loved it. I was in my, oh my gosh, I was pickled tink. I don't think I've ever actually kind of like, you know, pressed like the button on doing that as a thing, because I know there's like, there are things that I get into. There's definitely things I really get into, and I'm very passionate about. I'm very steadfast about. Like Fortnite. I got to get my reps in every day. Jiu-jitsu, I go minimum 3. I try to go 4 times a week. Maybe more. Trying to get ready for tournaments. Like, those are things I actually like spend time really investing myself into. But there's a lot of other things where it's like, you know what, I'm gonna do this now. And then I don't. I'll do it for like 3, like I'll do it for a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks. This new thing that's gonna change a lot of stuff. So I don't always, oh, there he is. I'm not gonna sit there and just like, you know what, Christmas villages, that's my thing now. Because there's no guarantee that I'll actually stick with it. But, you know, that could be one of those things. You start off small, you know, get your beak wet, just grow from there. You can see his Pete's. His Pete's are right there. And don't nobody send me nothing like that, because then all of a sudden it'll go in. This is what'll happen inside of my head. Oh, this is no longer my thing anymore. Someone else has decided it for me. This is no longer enjoyable. Right in the bin. Anyway, I got a call coming in. I got to get going. I got to go do city folk stuff. Thanks for watching this episode of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. Hashtag Jorbus Ward in the comment section below. Like and subscribe for all of your big cat goodness. And if you want to learn more about the facility around me, you can always visit the website carerescuetexas.com for more information. You keep them tigers fed. Big shout out to the extra fancy patrons. I see you. You are so fancy, and thank you so much for your continued support. And we'll see you next time. All right. Bye-bye.
should like and subscribe for more Big Cat content.